Are you in love with your husband? And this is for every married person watching us. Please call us in. I was asking that the first person you should talk to when you have this news, you have a good news, bad news, whatever it is, that's the way I define love, that this person I want to spend my life with. I want to wake up by your side. I want to sleep with you. I want to roll on my bed and jam you.
Hey,
I want that is love for me. And if you don't, if you're not in that space, then you're not in love. Do you agree? I know, Nima, you're looking at me like...
I'm not looking at, you always have ideal case. I have a scenario of a couple and the wife is seriously in that space of talking. But Mr. Man, it's not like he doesn't love her. He understands that, oh, loving Shoko, I give you money, you're supposed to be happy. It's not that he's not in love with her. So there's always this difference between them. She always saying, you are not there, you are not available, you're not doing enough, you know. She's always, because what she would really call love is missing. But the man feels, I promised to love you, I married you. Amongst all the 1 million women in Nigeria, what is your problem? Do you understand? So, which is why I say you can't really put this generalization on the ground and it will work everywhere. This couple, for instance, now, that they have a lovely family, everything working for them, but it's a journey.
She's no longer in that, she's not getting the response she expects.
If someone were to ask her, because I've seen her in her weakest, she's saying, I regret this decision and everything. She's bitter. I've seen her, and I wonder that these people, were you people not in love? I wasn't even there when you people married.
So it's not necessarily that you're not in love. The love changes over time.
And it doesn't mean the man doesn't love her. He just doesn't understand how to respond to that language she's demanding.
Why we have looming challenges in marriages today is because of what you just said. Most men believe that once I'm paying so things, I'm taking care of bills and all of that. But the men should understand that how did you woo the woman in the first place? And there must be, you must constantly water that love, so to speak, nurture it. However,
she was wooed with money. Because some men just know how to buy you gifts while they're wooing you.
Still keeping in line with this marriage issue, marriage, you know, is a sacred thing, and obviously we do a lot as married people to make it work. What length would you go? What sacrifices would you make as yourself and even your partner to save your marriage? I've heard some people say that they're willing to change jobs, resign from work, relocate from their country, relocate to other states just to make their marriage work.
I wouldn't say, maybe I'm engaged to the person, we're about to get married and it says he's relocating to Akwa Ibom. I would think to myself that, okay, we're about to start a family. Obviously, we would have had that conversation. So what are the opportunities in Akwa Ibom? Let's look, because I would assume that you must have thought about me and what I want and what is best for me to say, okay, there are alternatives here. If you're going to make a sacrifice on this, it means that there's an alternative somewhere. But if there is nothing, we have to look for a way to meet each other halfway. Because again, money is very important. Except you're saying that, oh, don't worry, I'm going to foot your bills and, you know, just... Meanwhile, I won't even be a housewife.
But he loves you.
And I love him too, which is why...
And he's going to Akwa Ibom. If you leave him, he will marry somebody else there.
Then it means he doesn't love me well enough. Because if you really do love me, you would consider me and what I want as well.
If you're making that decision and you're supposed to be in love and engaged to someone, you know that those are one of the factors you have to consider.
You're married.
If you're truly in love and married with the person, see, it's a decision both of you will make, and this is where the communication thing comes. So you sit, you talk about it, and the person agrees. You both agree that Akwa Ibom is the best place. Some people will say, okay, you go there, I will stay here and do long distance. Some people will say, okay, I can't live without you, I must wake up and see you, and follow themselves and go. Hey, you know you're in that place.
Anywhere you go, I follow you.
Women should be willing to sacrifice their job for their marriage. You know, most times...
That one.
No. On this note, I believe strongly because at the end of the day, the woman's priority, from my own end, should be a marriage, should be a family, and work can come into place.
Well. Not our finances.
What?
Not our finances.
If the woman is not the breadwinner of the family, do you understand? And the man is willing to take care of some necessary obligations.
Really so a very disturbing video of a man who proposed marriage to a girl who refused the proposal surfaced online. The lady in question refused the proposal and the guy went violent. He forcefully removed her wig, then went ahead to slap her, saying boldly and loudly in his words, "How she go tell me no?" Now, what are your thoughts on this? Watch the video.
want to marry? I said I don't want to marry you. Yes, no. Yes, please. Okay, come down. Come down now. Oh, no. I know that's what you are. Bro, stay by me. Telling me not to tell me. How are you telling me? No, for what?
So I saw the beginning of that video before, but today I saw the end of the video. This is a serious one. So his question was, how can you tell me no? How can you tell me no? And I remember Lagbaja's song. Now my now my right to ask. Now your right whether you go agree. And she has said no, and then it went violent. There's no justification
at all.
But some people online have been saying that maybe he bought the wig, maybe he paid for her school fees, maybe there have been many cases that maybe he sponsored.
She sent him. Did she put hand in his pocket? You love, you spend money. See, that investment, they need to get returns. Yes, it's true. If she want love you, she love you. She not love you. That's not an investment you get returns for. It's not like your daughter you're sending to school saying she come and feed you in your old age. I don't understand. She don't want to marry, and I'm sure she must have spotted this behavior. And wise girl just thinks, "Whoa, bros, you be weak buyer, you not be husband." Please.
Praise, what was your first reaction when you saw the video?
First of all, there is no excuse for verbal abuse, and I'm like, that's the more reason why she should just say no. Yeah, I mean, how? He must have been slapping her or tapping her here and there, and then, you know, we are not coming to the public space where you know that obviously she might want to save you face and say yes. The girl is a sharp girl as far as I'm concerned. It's a big no.
Wanted to embarrass her into a yes, Abby.
Yes, wanted to force her into a yes in public space. Why don't you do it in the corner of your house where you know that she would say no? So you went into an open space so she would say yes, and then, nah, ain't gonna work.
I want to throw in something, but let me first get your opinion based on your reaction to the video. When you saw the video, what was your reaction?
Tokwe, the guy is an absolute fraud of existence. And what do I mean by that?
I want to know.
What's it called? There's probably been signals or indications that the guy is violent.
This is not the first time.
So imagine if the guy could do this publicly. Because let me say something to you. Sometimes when people write all sorts of things on social media, because you've not been there before, I have been abused physically, verbally, mentally, spiritually. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, this kind of men should be tagged that every woman that he approaches, they must not have anything to do with such a man. Because the woman has every right, do you understand, to say no to whatever proposal. And at the end of the day, there are times that maybe the woman is just having fun. Do you understand? And the men, they live on assumptions. Before you can propose to such a woman in public, you must have been having some conversation where you will know that if I propose to this person, our answer will be yes. Do you understand? So in a place where you see things like this publicly done, and you see some people saying that because the guy bought the wig, for goodness sake, if they are still dating in court, this is boyfriend and girlfriend, then if you're not marrying in court.
Yes, today is our GC Thursday. We have many hot topics. There's another juicy one that caught our attention. When a particular Twitter user tweeted that she's happily married to her ex-boyfriend's best friend. She went ahead to explain that she was jejely sitting on her own when her ex-friend sent her a text message saying that, "How is my friend treating you?" And she replied, "He has not texted me today. He has not called me today. He's not doing a good job." And he replied, "I can do better." Brothers and sisters, they are celebrating their 3rd-year anniversary as we speak. So there's this unspoken rule that you don't date your ex's friends, you don't date in the family. But this one, they've broken the rule and they are happily married. I
belong to that school of thought where we abide by that unspoken rule. But then again, you know, they say never, that, you know, love happens in different places, wherever you find it, it's quite dicey because, again, why would my boyfriend's ex text me and then say I can do better? What sort of...
Your boyfriend's friend. You know, that's a nice way of toasting.
You have reached deal. Yes. So, me and you, we are dating.
Yes.
Kike now. ask me whether you are doing well.
Well,
Kike, you are pricing the market prices. Yes, and they say when another man, okay, that's
because
Islam. See, Islamically, when a proposal has been made to a girl, he has to settle. So she has to say no clearly before another person who is aware of that proposal comes in. So this friend has breached the major rule. Akama is slow.
Yes.
They are doing 3 years. You know that Akama is crawling.
Yes, sir.
True.
You will catch them.
Definitely.
Are you agreeing with that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Seriously?